welcome to this episode of From the Mind of Cece. I'm hoping everybody is well. I'm hoping everybody is doing all right. And I'm hoping that everybody is enjoying their summer so far. So, for this episode, it's just me and you, just us two. And the topic is, why am I single? All the blame can't be on everyone else. So since this is mostly like a kind of self-reflect, or if you're in the same situation as you're in your mid to late 30s or even 40s, or 40s, because there's a lot of people that's listening that's in their 40s and beyond, kind of mostly millennial group or Generation X. I think mostly X and Y, Generation X and Y mostly listen. And some of us are still single. A lot of us are still single. I'm taking into accountability single as in unmarried. That is the topic. Single as in unmarried. Not particularly boyfriend and girlfriend or live together, whatever have you. I'm talking about the technical term of single, which is unmarried. So this episode is going to be talking about, why am I single? All the blame can't be on everyone else. And I'm hoping that you stay tuned, because we are going to be diving into that coming up next. Okay, so I am back and we are going to jump in it. Why am I single? All the blame can't be on everyone else. I personally wrote out or found some questions. Since I have been mostly, I do have some friends that are life coaches and relationship coaches, and I spoke to them, and some things I have learned about myself. And I'm sure if you're listening and you're part of my tribe with this, hopefully you can get some tips on this too, because I have learned some things about myself that I do plan on changing, and some things that I will be implementing more, and with mates and who I plan on dating or are dating. So basically we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to speak of picking and allowing. Okay? You pick the people that you date, good or bad. So what led you to them? Is it habit? Is it a type? Is it your surroundings? Is it the same dating pool? Is it a group of friends? What are you picking? How are you picking these people? And if they do show signs that they are not the person for you, are you allowing them to stay in your circle, in your life? People only do what you allow them to do. What I've learned from myself is that when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. People show themselves most in actions. So even though they may say, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, it might not necessarily show in their actions. You know what I mean? And we also ignore red flags. We may do this to try to benefit ourselves and say, oh, they're going to change, or oh, that's not nothing. And a lot of time our head is in the sand. I'm not going to even hold you. I've done it too. I've seen signs that should have went off like a damn Christmas tree, and I just ignored them because I listened to what they told me instead of what they showed me. What people tell you, if it doesn't go hand in hand with what they show you, it's just talk. They're not building on what they say. Another thing that I would like to go over is, am I picking partners whose goals line up with mine? Now see, I try to do that. So this question ain't, I can't really beat myself up too much on this, because I try to pick people who goals line up with mine, I know that I wanted marriage. I wanted, if not marriage, at least a long-term relationship. I want somebody that's going to share life with me, someone that's looking for a long-term goal. So if you're picking someone and they don't have that goal, or if I'm picking someone that doesn't have that goal, why am I with them? It's not beneficial to me or them, because I'll be unsatisfied and unfulfilled, and I will not be happy in that relationship. And that doesn't benefit anyone in that situation. Are you bitter over the last relationship or past relationships? Now that's a tough one, because sometimes we don't fully heal from what we've been through and the trauma that we've been through, and we bring our baggage onto the next relationship, and we don't fully give the next person the benefit of the doubt or our all. We're downing them. We have our armor up just because of what somebody has done to us in the past. And that's not necessarily the right thing to do. Even though we do have to still be smart, we still have to still be diligent and make sure that we protect our hearts and make sure it's the right person. We also still can't have whatever past baggage ruin what's going on currently in the current relationship. The next one would be, are you pouring into your partners? Oh, now see, this definitely doesn't apply to me, because when I am in a relationship, that's the problem. I might pour too much. When I'm with someone, I want them to be the best version of themselves, because I feel like when they do good, we do good. So I'll go out my way and I may do things that might be above my title. That might be my problem. Sometimes I go above my title as a girlfriend, or not even quote unquote girlfriend at the time. And I do things for them or try to pour into them, and sometimes it's not reciprocated back. So by the time the relationship is halfway point or you're struggling and going on, you're pouring so much into the other person that you feel like you have none for yourself, or you're tired, or you feel depleted because you've given so much of yourself and you poured so much of yourself into the other person. And that might make you a little bitter or a little resentful, that you feel like you've given so much and poured so much into your partner and it's not being reciprocated back, or you feel like it's not being appreciated. You know, when one person's pouring more than the other and the other person's cup is getting full and is about to run over, and the other person's cup is like damn near on E, guess what? It's going to be a problem. And that has been a problem to me as well. I've poured too much and I haven't set boundaries of when or how much of my energy I should give. You gotta know when you cut off how much energy you give, because you're gonna leave yourself tired and depleted. Now let's see what the next one is. How are you, and are you busy comparing your relationship to others? Everybody's looking at TikTok. Everybody's looking at other people and going relationship goals. You don't know what that couple's going through. You don't know if they're just doing it for the gram. Not everybody could be Remy and Papoose. Not everybody can be Michelle and Barack, you know? You can't look at other couples and just fantasize about how their relationship is and wish that yours could be that way. Only thing you could do is try to work on yours and not try to floss and be what they are. It's because she's getting loved that way doesn't mean you're going to get loved that way. You have to work with your partner as is, if it's the right partner for you to begin with. Now, how is your communication with your partner? Now, that's a problem too. Communication is golden. Communication is so golden. You don't even know. Relationships can be built and destroyed on communication. If you and your partner do not have a good communication skill, or say for instance your partner shuts down when you're trying to talk to them, you feel defeated. You feel like you can't speak to that person. You feel like you're talking to yourself, or you can't, or they're hiding something, or something's wrong. If you can't speak to your partner openly or have an open line of communication, it's a setup for failure. Next question would be, in conflicts, am I okay with compromising to improve the relationship? Now, you know, some people do not like to be wrong. They will be wrong and strong and not willing to compromise for the better good of the relationship. Other people, they just sit there and wait for the person to apologize, knowing that if you go in there and be the bigger person or even start it, it can resolve so many issues. Some people want to be right so bad that they're wrong. Get the contrast there? The next question would be, do I encourage my partner? Do I give them compliments? Now, this is very important. Do you encourage your partner? Do you nourish their dreams? If they want to be, say for instance, even if they want to do, I don't know, podcast show, are you supportive? Do you help them? Or do you bash their dreams? That's so important. Trust me, I was in a relationship once where that person did not support my dreams at all. And it made my business harder. It made the relationship harder. It just caused so much conflict. When you're willing to just help your partner and nourish them and encourage them, compliment them. Compliments, oh my gosh, you don't even know. I don't know about some women, I know men like it too. People love compliments. Who doesn't want to hear, you look beautiful, or I love you, or you look great in that outfit. Dang, you just came from the barbershop, you all freshed up. Who doesn't want to hear these things? Not just women, men want to hear it too. Men want to hear that they look nice, they're handsome, they're cute, they look sexy. Men want to hear it too. So it's a two-way street on that. Make sure you do it. And the last question on here is, am I emotionally available to my partners? That is a major question. People say that they're ready for a relationship. People want to be in a relationship, quote unquote, so bad. But are they willing to give the work for it? Are they emotionally available? Are they emotionally equipped for a relationship? Things that you have to give up, things that you have to sacrifice, things that you have to compromise on because you're in a relationship, because it's not just you anymore. Some people don't know how to do that. They really don't know how to do that. And it's really sad. So you have to think about not just you anymore. You have to be considerate. I can't stay out all night or late at night and not at least text my girl or my man and let them know what's going on. I can't just spend my whole check because I have other people depending on me for my, I have somebody I have to split bills with or pay rent with. I can't just do what I used to do because it's not just me anymore. A lot of people can't do it emotionally, financially. Like, there's certain things you have to do and be emotionally and physically, spiritually available for. You have to be open. You have to be open. I mean, for me, I feel that I'm definitely available to my partners. I'm mostly open. That's not where my problems are. For me, I think, personally, I'll talk about my personal problems because the checklist, I mostly do good on. My problem is me allowing things. And what I allowed people to do, what I allowed people to continue to do, what I tolerated when I shouldn't have tolerated, and picking skills. That's my problem. So, yes, the person that I'm with, I saw red flags. Did I stay? Did I leave? I stayed. I stayed longer than I should have. I picked that. I allowed that. And I continue to let it allow for way too long. During the first sign of disrespect, I should have handled it accordingly and got rid of them, dismissed them. because disrespect is something I definitely don't tolerate. Definitely not anymore. And that relationship taught me that. To have peace of mind, to have a partner that you're not constantly in conflict with, you're not constantly at war with, someone that's not going to disrespect you. So I figured that out for myself, that my problems are picking what I allow and me ignoring red flags. If I see somebody's not emotionally available, even though they say they're emotionally available, they say that they're ready, I take that and I run to the bank with it instead of letting them show me actions that they're ready. And that's my problem as well. I take people's word as if it was my word. And that's not necessarily the right thing to do. So hopefully this has helped, because I know I've grown to know what some things that I have done wrong. And I'm hoping that whoever's listening, maybe you learned something, maybe there's your own little checklist, maybe some things that we could grow and learn about together. Because you don't stop learning until you're under the ground. And I'm hoping that we continue to learn and grow. So I'll be back with the closing remarks, and I will see you guys then. Okay, so I am back with the closing remarks. First of all, I want to say thank you for listening to this episode. Second of all, I want to say thank you for rocking with me. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for subscribing in advance, because you can't just watch and not subscribe. And if you're listening on any of the podcast channels, thank you for listening. And I definitely am so proud of all my listeners for definitely, I guess y'all sharing the word, because numbers are going up. I'm so happy about that. I'm so thrilled that engagement is going up even on the Instagram page. I told y'all, but then the last episode and this episode, numbers have been going up. I've been putting myself more on other platforms, and I'm so excited on the growth of From the Mind of CC. Season 3 is coming very soon. I'm not going to take a break. I'm probably even put in a bonus episode. Who knows? I will be back very soon in August with the next episode. You already know our episodes come in, I'll say in the 20s. But around August 20 something, the last weekend of August in the 20s, that's when the next episode will be. And I will be trying to throw in a bonus episode for you guys between now and then. As always, From the Mind of CC, of course it's spelled CECE. It's at Gmail. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, you name it. I'm on a lot of platforms. And we have a website now, fromthemindofcc.wordpress.com. Check it out. Spread the word. Thank you so much for all your support and love. I'm so grateful for every listen, every download, every share. Even if it's a post on IG share, I'm very appreciative for everything. And I will speak to you guys next time. Till then, stay blessed, stay safe, and stay in His favor. Lisa.